We are back for another day of the Hoops Scoop Media Top 100 Countdown. At number 68 in the country, we have the Georgia Bulldogs. What's up, college basketball fans? I'm Hoops Scoop Media co-founder Austin Getchie, and welcome to the Hoops Scoop Media Top 100 College Basketball Teams Countdown. In this series, we'll be counting down our top 100 teams for next season and releasing a video every day until the college basketball season begins. If you enjoy this content, please subscribe to our YouTube channel and give our social medias a follow. Simple things like that help more college basketball fans like you enjoy our content. With that being said, enjoy the rest of the video and 99 other videos in this series. Year 1 in the Mike White Georgia era was a rough one. While the Bulldogs showed some fight and potential earlier in the season, they struggled to win games down the stretch, finishing as a 154th ranked team in KenPom. Over his career, White has been a decent coach. While he didn't always live up to expectations at Florida, he made them a consistent tournament team, and they won the game in the tournament every time he led them there. He's also been known to get talent, and what he's doing in his early stages at Georgia would indicate that the best is yet to come for the Bulldogs. White did some major roster retooling this offseason, which meant that a lot of the top players moved on. Terry Roberts started his pro career, Cario Quindo transferred to Oregon, Braylon Bridges exhausted his eligibility, and Mardrez McBride also exhausted his eligibility. They also lost Kyron Lindsey, who was an early season transfer and committed to Texas Tech. To combat those losses, White brought in a very strong transfer portal class. One of those players was Division II Player of the Year RJ Sunahara. He played for Nova Southeastern, who had a perfect 36-0 record. Sunahara was an efficient scorer, shooting nearly 60% from the field. He also put up impressive defensive numbers, averaging 1.7 steals and 1.6 blocks per game. Although Sunahara might not get the attention some transfers do because of where he's coming from, he's a guy SEC fans need to make note of. Another significant transfer they got is Niagara guard Noah Thomason. He filled up his stat sheet, averaging 19.5 points per game on one of the slowest teams in the country, in addition to having a 25% assist rate. Thomason played over 36 minutes per game at Niagara, and in only one conference game where he scored less than 15 points. White also got Illinois transfer RJ Melendez. Melendez wasn't as effective as a scoring option as Illinois fans were hoping for this season, but he plays with a lot of energy and could turn into a breakout player at Georgia. Georgia also brought in a pair of big man transfers. One of them is South Florida transfer Russell Chewa, who has a huge body inside, standing at 7 foot, 280 pounds. Taking nearly all of his shots from the rim, he's an effective inside scorer, connecting on over 60% of his shots. In addition to that, he also uses his size to snag rebounds, as he's dominant on both ends of that. VCU center Jalen DeLoach also committed to Georgia. He's still a fairly efficient inside option, but he does a lot of his work on defense, averaging over a block and steal per game. Shewa and DeLoach together form a very solid center duo. One returner that could find himself in the starting lineup is Justin Hill. He was one of the better passers in the conference, having above a 30% assist rate in conference play. He struggled shooting the ball efficiently for the most part, so it might work best if he's able to act as a true point guard and get the ball to the featured scorers. The Bulldogs also have a few rotation players coming back. Jabri Abdur-Rahim is a player who hasn't lived up to his high school recruiting ranking, but had a good offensive rating last year and shot the ball at a high rate from three-point range. Matthew Alexander Moncrief hasn't lived up to the production of his freshman season at Oklahoma State, but is a solid rebounder. Big man Frank Anselm, who is a decent rim protector, also returns. White also brings in an impressive freshman class. My favorite among the incoming recruits is Blue Kane, a former Georgia Tech commit, who can really score the ball, has a nice feel for the game. If he stays in college a few years, I see a reality where he's one of the best players in the country. Former USC commit Silas Demery joins Kane in the backcourt. Demery brings a lot in the defensive end, has a lot of potential to unlock in his overall game. Top 100 power forward Dylan James, who is a player with good size and skill, also committed to the Bulldogs. Mari Jordan, the final commit, has been committed since the Tom Crean era. He's a wing with some solid size who should develop into a good SEC player. Overall, I seem to be higher on this Georgia team than most. I'm buying the fact that RJ Sunahara can be one of the better players in the conference and that there's enough talent on this roster to compete night in and night out with the SEC. I currently have them sitting at 12th in the SEC, but I think they have enough talent to have a chance at an NCAA tournament bid. Georgia fans, comment below your thoughts on the video and where you'd personally rank the Bulldogs. We will be back tomorrow for the number 67 team in the country. Subscribe and turn on post notifications so you don't miss it.